Edit. Okay, no. More actions. Delete forever. Yes. The Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Yes. Yeah, that artist is, I hope I'm not saying it wrong, RaikoArt. They do some, as you can see clearly from the profile picture, really, really good art. Like, RaikoArt does fantastic work, and everybody should go pay them millions of dollars for just existing. Because, yeah. So, I'm now in the queue for the third time. Entertain my stream while I go grab a drink. I am a fool and did not do that before. I'm gonna put my headset on my ghost so that he can talk for me.
There you go, little buddy.
Okay, Google. Stop. Stop. Stop.
And the Savathussy will most definitely kill it. You guys think the Savathussy smells? Pretty sure it smells atrocious. I can't. Considering those swampy marshlands, you know, I feel like it's gonna smell like some like rotten eggs, straight up rotten. I think that's going to be the hardest part of this DLC is fighting the Savathussy. Oh gosh, why am I talking about this?
Okie dokie. Hold on, let me get my headset back on. I would argue that yeah, I was about to say, like, I actually think it might be better than Beyond Light. I feel like this is almost gonna be a Taken King 2 for like Destiny, and like a lot of people say, oh, Forsaken was Taken King 2, Beyond Light was Taken King 2. Nobody said that about Shadowkeep, so that's fine. Okay, so like, okay, I've like debated this in my head. I've actually thought about making a tier list in like as a YouTube video for Destiny content releases. And let me tell you, Shadowkeep's not that bad. We had Curse of Osiris. Like, we had The Dark Below. It is not bad. The Dark Below was so bad that it was like 3 story missions and a dungeon before dungeons had even been thought up. Whereas House of Wolves, you had like 4 story missions, you had Prison of Elders, you had Challenge of the Elders. Challenge of the Elders came a little later, but you still had like that whole, like the Reef. You had all of what the Reef had to offer. or Trials of Osiris. You had all that come out during House of Wolves. Yeah, I would argue, like, hear me out, okay? And I'm probably going to get hate for this somewhere on the internet. I would argue Shadowkeep is better than Rise of Iron. Hear me out before you get, like, defensive on that. Rise of Iron was not meant to be an integral part of the story. They literally invented Siva and every part of Rise of Iron because they had to delay their production of Destiny 2. They they had to delay the release of Destiny 2, the creation of Destiny 2, and to because they were like trying to get more. They were trying to do the technology. Okay, so they were delayed Destiny 2. Because of the delay of Destiny 2, they made Rise of Iron, and then we went through an literally like an 8-month content drought because they gave us like 4 months of content. Now, Rise of Iron's story, I'm not saying it's not a good story. It's super cool. But Shadowkeep gave us Garden of Salvation. I hate the raid, but it's still a really good raid. It gave us so much new and interesting lore revolving the main antagonist of the series, which is the Darkness. It gave us weapons. It gave us divinity. How many people, like, on LFGs require a div slave? So many. It is the fact that like you will get kicked from a game for not having this exotic that was released in this expansion, and you're gonna say that that expansion was trash, boggles my mind. Don't get me wrong, I am definitely not saying Rise of Iron is trash. Rise of Iron was great. I loved Rise of Iron. The Plaguelands was one of my favorite patrol locations in D1. And anyone who says Destiny 1 is better than Destiny 2, have you gone back and played it? Have you? Because there is no mantle. You can't dodge as a hunter unless you're on Voidwalker. Or not Voidwalker, Shadow Shot. The only people that say that Destiny 1 was better are people who have rose-colored nostalgia glasses over it, and warlocks who miss self-res. That's it. Those are the people. Don't get me wrong. I love Destiny 1. Destiny 2, objectively better game. Yes. They started out rocky. Don't get me wrong. But just like with Destiny 1, the content it released, game almost went under. Bungie could have gone bankrupt from Destiny 1. But they didn't. They kept at it. And then they put out finally Taken King after 2 kind of okay releases. They finally put out Taken King. And then Taken King blew up and everybody loved it. So they were like, okay, this is cool. Then they were like, okay, well, let's do it again. We got to make time for Destiny 2 to come out, so let's do Rise of Iron. And the only reason they were doing a Destiny 2 was because of Activision. Activision was like, we need you to make a sequel. Bungie was like, we don't really want to make a sequel, but okay, you're funding it. Here's Rise of Iron in the meantime. Yeah, I think, what is it, a 10-year plan or something like that? We're in year 8, I think, year 7, something like that, for the main Destiny franchise. Well, let me check Twitter really quick. Let me pull out my phone. Let me make sure they didn't put anything out on Twitter. Boop. We must log into the game to finish their Witch Queen download. We know that. Oh my god. Yeah, no, once I get in, what it looks like is there is Destiny 2 required content packs 1, 2, and 3, and they will all take time to download. Yeah, it's gonna suck. I might not be streaming till this afternoon. Might have to put my Yeah, I can always like go plug my PlayStation up into my directly into my router with an Ethernet so I can get the fast connection, and then hopefully it'll download in like 30, 45 minutes. But it's large downloads, like one. From like I could so considering all players play on the same servers as PC, Xbox, PlayStation. All of us play on the same servers. They like if I'm being I don't know how many concurrent players there are in a day, but I was explaining this to somebody else earlier. If you have 1 million concurrent players daily, that's really high, but let's just say, or you know what, let's drop it down. You have 500,000 concurrent players daily. Okay? It's obviously never going to be the exact same 500,000 every single day. But on these big content releases, all those people that play on those days are trying to play at the same time. So you might have 1 million players all trying to log in at the exact same time. Servers can't handle that capacity. They're used to 500,000 concurrent players. Now 1 million people are all trying to log in at the same time. It, yeah, you would physically have to like you would have to do a lot of server work and expand your server capacity so much to allow it, and it's not like there's no reason to when the general capacity of the game on the average day-to-day basis is perfectly fine. It's just like the day of launch that you really get issues. Okay, so CB Gray is in, it seems. So that's cool. Um, no, Goth went over to Mixer. Yeah, Mixer picked up Goth and somebody else I want to say. No, I think T-Rex still... I don't know if T-Rex streams much anymore. Yeah, Broman doesn't really do a lot of Destiny, though. He kind of... Bungie actually has him do some of the commentating for the raid races, though. He doesn't do raid races anymore, not since Garden. He kind of put that era of his life behind him. He has the world's first completion of King's Fall, which anybody who doesn't say that's not a huge accomplishment, that is one of the biggest accomplishments. It's not by far the hardest raid. It's a lot of stand here, shoot this, go to the next place. Pretty much. He's one of... Hold on, let me think. So there's... 2... I'm trying to think. Hold on. For raids and raid layers. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 3. 12 teams of 6. Which seems like a lot But that's out of the 7 billion people on the planet that exist. 12 teams of 6 have gotten world's first. And that's between Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. Wait, maybe it's 13 because... Hold on, my brain's not working. Destiny 1 had Vogue, Crota, King's Fall, Axis. 4. D2 had 9, including the 2 raid layers. So yeah, 13. So 13 teams of 6. 13 teams of 6 have gotten world's first. That's insane. Out of however many people play this game on a daily basis. It is. There are a lot of people that play this game. It was... Well, let me look up the Steam chart really quick. Looking at the Steam charts now. So, 111,000 players are playing 36 minutes ago. So, that'd be today. Obviously, I way overshot the numbers, but was kind of the point. I was kind of exaggerating to prove a point. Generally speaking, they sit at about 50 to 80,000 players. On content releases, though, it goes well over 100,000. And that's concurrent. That's like at the same time. This is... Oh my god, there's so many people trying to play. Okay, am I able to actually look at the queue? Because if I can see the queue, that'd be fantastic, so I know where I'm sitting. When was that posted? I know this. Okay, so looking at the campaign difficulty, it says Classic. This is a classic Destiny 2 campaign difficulty to be enjoyed alone or with a fire team. And then there's Legendary. You will face harder missions and stronger combatants, recommended for experienced players with a broad arsenal to draw upon. Completing all Legendary missions provide additional rewards per class. So, yeah. Let me see if I can... I'm just gonna look up Destiny server queues. So yeah, I will probably have to download something. So we'll have to put the stream on pause then. Yeah. And that's only if I have to, because again, I preloaded all my pre-order stuff, and I don't know if it's technically included in that or not. I doubt it is. If I was a betting man. But yeah. Oh, speaking of stuff completely unrelated to the game, I finally got Spiritomb in Legends Arceus. I finally found all the wisps. It took forever, and I used a guide, but the guide I use, the way they did it is they put up a map that showed the areas each wisp was in, not like a pinpoint accurate map. It was just like areas, and then if you kept watching through the video, he would go to every single one of them. So I just paused on the map and then raw dogged trying to find them all. So I still technically did it myself, but I had help in knowing the general location. Shaman Sky. Victini. Victini is not in the game. Never mind. Ignore me. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Ow. I just kicked my wardrobe. Yeah, that hurt. Yeah. I would argue that you do not need to get another game to get sucked into like Elden Ring. I know, but you might get sucked into it, and I need you around for Destiny. No, you're allowed to stream other things, but like Destiny, very important. Oh, your solo content. Okay. trying to think. What's you should honestly get and stream the Lego Star Wars Skywalker collection. Yes. That's our childhood, dude. Like, we grew up playing those Lego games. Lego Star Wars just works better than I felt the Lego Batman series did. Personally. Oh yeah, like it has more characters. Like they gave a number, a rough number. Hold on, I'm gonna Google it. Okay, 300 characters. And that does not include like the alternate outfits and stuff like that. It's gonna be awesome. Oh no, because I just had it up. I was on the Star Wars actual like website. April 5th. That's actually not that far off. Like 1 month basically. Akiba's trip. Hold on. I got through the queue and now it's having me download. Yep, I'm gonna have to download. 71 total gigabytes. Do I even have? I need to check to see if I have 71 gigabytes available. Storage. It's gonna go into my regular. I have 287 gigabytes free, so. But let me look to see how long these are gonna take. 26 hours. Hold on, let me pause one of them. Let me pause the other one. So those two are paused. I'm gonna see how low it drops, and I might go hook up my stuff. I'll end the stream, hook up my stuff to my router, and just let it go for a while. PS5 does not, from my knowledge. Hold on, I will be back in just a minute.
If I want to wait to get in the game or not. Because it very well might still put me in the queue later when I do start the game. But even if I get in the game, I'm not going to do anything because I'm going to wait for Jacob.
Okay, so it says 16 hours if I'm focused on one at a time, but that is moving at however slow my internet is. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to go move my PlayStation into my dining room, which is roughly where the router is, and I'm gonna plug it up and let the downloads happen. And once those are done, I'll come back, hook it up, and we can restart the stream. Okay, so I'm going to end the stream, but we will be back later once everything is available.